your voice is not just your accents that are different. The way you speak, the way you project everything is different.
I watched a lot of Saved by the Bell growing up.
Was there someone, were you modeling your vocal pattern on somebody, or was that just a...
Oh, you can ask me if I was modeling. I was like, no, I had to give that up. Yeah, that's very sweet. I don't know. Like, it's one of those things, though, is when you're doing like a, you know, a foreign accent, you do have an element of nerves added in, you know, and it's something that you get, you know, I guess progressively more comfortable with more and more times you do it. But there'd be a couple of times where I'd just check in with Dilly on a word, and I'd be like, you know, runner, 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 runner. And I couldn't, and you know, there was occasionally the R's really tripped me up, yeah, pun intended.
Yeah, go ahead. You, right there, the one that's pointing at herself. You.
No, you were pointing yourself. You go.
No, you and then you. You stand up and speak.
Thumbs up.
You, yeah.
Okay. Hi, my question. What was the hardest thing for you to film in terms of maybe capturing your character fully and as you would like people to see it?
Yeah, what was the hardest scene to film that to capture your character entirely?
Scenes for me that were harder, I think, were more towards the beginning of the film, where Thomas in the beginning is scared and reacting and like, you know, not necessarily confident at all yet within his surroundings or anything like that, or with the thoughts in his head, or the questions that he even has and is blurting out. So like that stuff for me was actually like, you know, funny enough, like, because it seems like the easy stuff maybe in the movie, but that was like actually really hard for me, because I had to be sort of sheepish and sort of, you know, I don't know, I was like, I very much understood like the leader in Thomas and the things that eventually come out and that you see, and I think that it was a little harder for me to perform. I always had a little difficulty grasping that, you know, in the beginning it's very slow to come at first, that leader that we eventually see, you know. Yeah.
Yes, babe.
Yes, Bay, right? Yes, Bay.
I think for me it was the scene with me and Dill on top of the tree, because it's the one moment they kind of have together. And we shot some other stuff with them alone together, but we kind of wanted to stay away from the romantic side of it. So for me, it was really important to show that vulnerability in her, because the scene starts with her throwing things and trying to attack everyone, and Thomas is the one person that can stop her and calm her down. And I think we all have that person in life that can just say shush and we'll listen. And Thomas is that to her, and I love that scene of them up in the tree.
I think for me, probably me and Dylan's wrestling scene was interesting, because you know, it was like a really kind of technical thing that we'd done prep for and stuff, and then I think once, you know, I kind of lose and then win by Gally's kind of measures anyway. I cheat and I...
You throw me out of the first... the first move you thought.
Whichever happened, go with Q. No, I think like what was difficult for me was trying to get across this. We're pathetic, basically, is the word I meant to use. We are pathetic. Like saying kind of well done to you and getting across this vibe that, like, you know, I had to kind of slightly swallow my pride or whatever, and in front of the group I had to kind of act still like this kind of tough guy, but also concede the fact that I kind of lost and I'm trying to welcome you but I'm suspicious. There was just a lot going on, and that for me was quite difficult to convey in just a couple of lines. And then I actually ended up doing like a griever screech that doesn't make it into the movie, and I think I tried to do it like it doesn't. I don't think it does. But basically, like
right now.
Is it in? Oh, because in my head I literally just go like nothing comes out. Oh, it's in. Okay, well, I'm sorry then, because I don't think it's that good. So I'm kind of worried about that now. But yeah.
This is the worst part of the night because we only have time for 2 more questions. I promised this woman right here, and you've had your hand up since they walked through the door. So you are the final 2 questions of the night. Go ahead.
Can I just say, amazing job, really. Like, I absolutely love this movie. My question is, what was the most difficult thing of filming this movie?
What was the most difficult thing about filming the movie?
You know, there were a lot of, the hours were pretty intense. It was a very fast, very ambitious filming schedule, and we always had to go at a constant pace. You know, we're talking 14-hour days, like minimum. We maybe had like 1 12-hour, which is like the standard. I would average 14 to 16, you know? And it was very tiring. But then again, I just saw Start Up, and what Jack O'Connell does in that movie is amazing. So I literally, wow, no one's seen that film. I was like, right, everybody. It is, yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't get a lot of, anyway. A lot of things, but then, you know, also just I think doing this character justice for me, you know, it was very important to me that everyone was happy with it. Or just at least like it was what they wanted, you know, or better than what they even expected. You know, I really wanted it to lift off the page the way it deserved to lift, because it's such a great story, and the book is so great, and I just, yeah, genuinely for me, I think it was just a constant battle to just like, are we like, you know, doing this justice? Like, are we getting this as good as it could be? Because that is what we all wanted to do, and yeah.
Okay, this is the final question. There's a couple of things, though. The movie opens September 19th, so tell your friends about it. It will be playing everywhere.
Yeah, please go see it again.
Yeah, go see it.
Okay, cool. I always freak out when we do these screenings. I'm like, well, wait, that's like a whole audience that we're losing now.
And be sure to mention it on Facebook, mention it on Twitter. Dylan will tweet you back.
Yeah.
He might.
Thanks, brother.
I don't know, he might. And when we're done, when they're done speaking, I need you all to stay in your seats. If you could do that for me, I would consider it a personal favor. You'll be seeing me on the streets, and you don't want me mad at you. All right, final question.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so my question's kind of long-winded. I apologize in advance. It's for everyone, but it's also for Dylan, because I know that you do a lot of emotional work on Teen Wolf. My question for you is, sorry, do you ever find it difficult to get into the mindset to do emotional scenes like at the end, the death scene there? Do you ever find it difficult to get into that mindset? And if you do, how do you prepare yourself to get into that mindset?
Yes, I find it extremely difficult.
That person doesn't.
You know, I've always talked about this as being, you know, sometimes I get asked, like, what's it like to go from a comedic role and, like, try to do some drama? And the answer for me is, like, it's great because I need a lot of practice with that. Like, I genuinely feel comfortable with comedy, and I feel like it's just having fun, and then there are certain fears that I have, like, doing drama, you know. Like these guys, again, was never formally trained, didn't even act until I was 18 and a half, you know, so it was just like, I'm kind of very much always flying by the seat of my pants with this, and I'm just kind of always just like winging it and trying to come from as natural and honest of a place as possible, and I find it really difficult to get into those spaces, and I just hope that I'm able to, you know, and I hope that I'm able to convey it in a truthful and genuine and believable way. Okay, thank you. You know, yeah, I have no idea. It's just about practice, and no matter how, you know, stupid I feel or bad I feel at it every time, I just know that every time I do it, I'll get better at it, and that's the idea. And the thing I love about acting is I'm constantly challenging myself to do things that I am afraid to do, like in real life, you know. Yeah, did that answer it? Was that good? I lost track of what I said. Okay, okay, thanks.